Hey Shift Worthy Fit, how's it going? So how is your shift going? Because we are right in the middle of that shift this week. This is week 3 of the Delight series of delighting ourselves in the Lord, and He will give us the desires of our heart. And we are shifting. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I am struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. I was actually supposed to film a endurance workout for you guys, but you know what? I don't have any endurance. I am so tired. I went to do my normal workout yesterday, which is weights, which I lift weights 5 days a week, and I could not even make it through the whole entire workout, and I had to grab my 2-pounders and just work with those because my body was not feeling it. I was like exhausted, and also like mentally, I've had like the mental fog. You guys know what I'm talking about, just because I feel like I've been running a marathon in August. Like, things have been hard, and then you get like extra responsibilities, like, you know, stacked on top of you, and you know, life can get overwhelming sometimes, and that's how it is on the shift. Like, the shift is not always easy. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. And I want to read you guys a scripture because you know what? I had planned that I was going to post a video every single Friday, and that hasn't really happened. It's been weekly, but it hasn't been every Friday. And I was also like, I am going to film an endurance workout for everybody, you know, but that didn't happen either because I physically can't right now. I want to talk to you guys about a deload week today too in our shift because sometimes we need it. But let's go to Proverbs 16:9, and it says, "We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps." So I had all my fun plans, even for my shift. I was like, I'm going to do this and that, but you know what? The Lord has other plans. So I'm leaning into really what He wants me to do. And I just feel like it's taking a deload week because my body's tired. And maybe you're like, what's a deload week? Well, a deload week it happens usually every 4 to 8 weeks. It just kind of depends on you. Like, we're all created differently by God, all unique. So you might need some a little bit more often than others, or maybe you can go like a long stretch and then you'll need one. But it's usually about 4 to 8 weeks. And then, you know, that's just your prime time right there, the 4 to 8 weeks where you're just like pushing, you're lifting those heavy weights and all that kind of fun stuff. But then you really know you need to take one if like your joints are like achy, like your body's just achy, like you're just tired. Maybe it's like lack of sleep. And on a deload week, you can actually still work out, but you need to kind of modify your workout. So maybe you're doing like 4 sets right now. So maybe you need to make it go to only 2 sets, and maybe you need to lessen the weight. It just depends because, like I said, we're all different. You know, we all have different plans and everything that we're following. But for me personally, this week, I am just working on recovering my muscles. So I'm going to do more recovery and mobility workouts. And then I'm also going to do some like Pilates, and maybe I'm going to like get in a few extra steps, just like walking. So that's how I'm going to deload. That's basically what a deload is. And we also need it for our spiritual health too. I want to share with you guys, this is a very common scripture, but let's go to, then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls." So on deload weeks, it's great just to also just rest in Jesus. And how do we rest in Jesus? First off, we come to Jesus because it says come. So come to Jesus. We lay down our burdens. So we're going to take His yoke and not our yoke. So His yoke is going to be that humility, like that total dependence on Him, because it's just like, God, I can't do this right now. I physically, like I can't even lift weights and I need to depend on you. I need you to come into this deload week. I need you to help me. I need you to help me recover. I need you to help me recover my muscles, my joints, all of the things, Jesus. So you know what? On the shift, sometimes this is what we have to do. We have to rest. We have to pull aside, take that deload week, because we can't just keep climbing and climbing and climbing, because eventually we'll wear out, and we don't want to wear out. We want to keep going even in a deload week. And that also brings me to one of my favorite scriptures at the moment that I keep getting over and over again. This is we are not quitting time. Like, we're not quitting. We might be on a deload week, we might be tired, but we're not going to quit. We're going to make it to the end. And that is Galatians 6:9. And it says, "So let us not get tired of what is good. And just at the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up." So taking a deload week, resting on your shift, it's not giving up. You're still doing something. And you know what? You're coming to Jesus. You're taking on his yoke. You're not taking on, the world's yoke or anything else that's just weighing you down. So that's just what I want to talk with you guys today about, was a deload week. And it's okay to rest on your shift. If you're tired, if you're weary, it's okay. Come to Jesus. Keep showing up, even if you are tired and weary. And that's what I got for you guys today. I hope that in the future, some workouts will be coming, some endurance workouts, maybe for our next shift that we are on, So keep delighting yourself in the Lord, and he's going to give you those desires of your heart, and it's going to be beautiful. So keep delighting on the shift. If you need a rest. If you're just like, nope, I got the pre-workout, I'm just ready to keep climbing strong, then you do that. You keep doing that, because you know what? Next week, we are going to meet Mount Worthy. We're going to be at the top of that mountain. So I'll see you guys next week, and have a good rest of your week and a good rest of your shift.